We've crossed the world over the space of 9 months. It's time for the last race of the year, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. A fantastic array of winners across this season, most notably Ocon, Bottas and Ricciardo breaking up the norm of Hamilton versus Verstappen. 9 wins to Verstappen, Hamilton on 8 as well. Will that be level at the end of the year? Only time will tell. Only one more race to go on the season and then we can finally have a rest. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, for the first time since 1974, the top 2 in the title come into the last race of the season absolutely level on points. Max Verstappen, 369.5. Lewis Hamilton, 369.5. Verstappen leading due to the countback of races he's won this year. Valtteri Bottas has secured over 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship as well. Sergio Perez goes to P4. Charles Leclerc battling over 5th place with Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz. That battle raging on to this weekend as well. Danny Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly still in the fight over 8th, while Fernando Alonso safely rounds out the top 10. On page 2, Esteban Ocon has 72 points. He could overtake his Alpine teammate this weekend as well if he has a good as finish as he did last weekend in Saudi Arabia. Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll just 11 points separating. Then Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, 4 points separating them. Kimi Raikkonen as well, 16th in his last ever Grand Prix weekend, starts in P16 as well, trying to go up there and get ahead of George Russell in points. Latifi's on 7, Giovinazzi 3, and let's hope we can get at least 1 point on the board for either Schumacher or Mazepin, with Kubica only doing those 2 races in 20th. In the Constructors' Championship, it's a 28-point advantage to Mercedes, 587.5 to Red Bull Racing on 559.5. It's all coming down to this weekend's race. Ferrari have wrapped up 3rd in the Constructors' Championship. That's leaving McLaren down in 4th place. Alpine have 5th. They can just about hold on to AlphaTauri. Aston Martin 7th, Williams in 8th. They're trying to hold off Alfa Romeo in 9th. And Haas, still with no points on the board, trying their luck this weekend to at least get 1. It's time for first practice on a revised Abu Dhabi circuit here at Yas Marina. Let's take a look around the Yas Marina circuit on Yas Island. It's been heavily modified since the last time we raced here as well to improve overtaking and overall pace on a Formula 1 car. Let's take a look round on board. On board then with the W12 into the last corner as well. Pretty much the same throughout the first sector as you hurtle down towards turn number 1. 5th gear corner, 175 kilometers an hour as well. Control the exit speed, rise up as well. The long sweeping corners, turns 2, 7th gear 260, rise it up 270, 7th gear round turn 3, turn 4 is in 7th gear 285. Now it's the brand new hairpin as well. Slamming the brakes down all the way, 3rd gear 100 kilometers an hour through turn 5. Back out now, down the back straight away on the run now towards turn 6. It's where you open up the DRS zone and just let the car sing as you approach one of the heaviest braking zones on the circuit. Up from 325 kilometers an hour, back down 2nd gear, 70 kilometers an hour through turn 6, rising up to 3rd gear, 105 at the exit of turn 7. Now into turn 8 as well, the 2nd DRS zone, and now we're going to flash on board with the Yas Marina car as well to give you the new layout at turn 9. It's now a heavily degreed banking corner in 5th gear, 180 kilometers an hour at the exit as well. It leads back into turns 10 and 11 at 280 kilometers an hour, 7th gear down the way into turn 12, 3rd gear, 115 back up. Now, the last 2 corners here have been opened up more as well. 5th gear, 170 kilometers an hour. Turn 15 coming up. 7th gear, 260 kilometers an hour. Last corner, turn 16, 150 kilometers an hour. 4th gear, power on the exit. And that, across the line, is a lap of the Yas Marina Circuit 2021 edition. Ready, because this is one of the greatest race weekends we are ever going to see. It's round 22 of the 2021 Formula 1 World Championship, It's the decider in the desert, a reprofiled Yas Marina circuit, 3.282 miles as well, a total now just 16 corners, and the atmosphere is tense. It's less than 5 turns compared to what we had in 2020. Turn 5 has been changed now. It's now a very fast-flowing hairpin as well. And also down at the what used to be turns 11 and 12, now turn 9, 12-degree banked hairpin as well. We should see quite a lot of overtaking around this circuit. Turns 12, 13 and 14 has been tightened up as well underneath the Yas Hotel. A lot more streamlined than what we've ever experienced before, and certainly it's going to be very entertaining. This circuit has delivered us with several action zones over the years. Notable championships as well, 2010, 2014 and 2016. The tyre compounds are the fastest. Hard C4, hard C3, medium C4, soft C5 tyre compound as well. Free practice 1 taking part in the daylight, free practice 2 under the night light, and then free practice 3 in the daylight once again, qualifying in twilight, and the race itself in twilight as well. All to decide who will be the 2021 World Champion. It is absolutely fantastic, especially as it is Lewis Hamilton versus Max Verstappen, 369.5 points each in the championship. You really cannot write this incredible season at all. We are waiting for our live timing to come up, but it's not exactly come up. It needs a date during practice, so it will be modified. So we haven't got our timings to begin with here, as we've had before. But let's pop over to the group chat. Good morning to Josh Plays. Good morning to Synthel as well. It says, hey. Synthel says, we've got some interesting track modifications this weekend as well. Absolutely. M says, how much banking in the new corner? It is 12 degrees, the same as what we saw in Saudi Arabia a week ago. I want to say it's something, but I can't. It's indescribable. This race weekend with a difference of 0. My God, the greatest of all time versus the underdog as well. It really is as well. Nakamazi has just been out on the circuit as well. There's been some barrier damage as well. They've just had to go out and change it. Steam's cropped up on my OBS software to try and take over and ruin our stream. Bad there. But everyone's getting ready for this one. Everyone's getting ready for an interesting weekend ahead of us. And if you live in the UK and don't have access to Sky Sports F1, you can watch the practice sessions on Sky Showcase if you have a Virgin Media or Sky Box as well. And you can watch the race live with Sky commentary on Channel 4 on Sunday. But I know that many people who watch our watch-alongs here on YouTube don't like the Sky commentary, so we're available still as the alternate throughout the weekend. Ian Birch will be joining me in the commentary box shortly. Megan Birch joins me for Free Practice 3. Josh Plays joins me for Free Practice 3 as well. We did try and get guests on, but unfortunately everyone's busy with it being the run-up to Christmas, so we're going to hold a special show just after the season ends as well. Maybe the GOAT versus the rising GOAT, however it could be called, but it's going to be great. Absolutely, it is going to be great, Synthel, as we come on as well. And I've now got access as well to Josh Plays permanently, now that we've fixed all our systems up here in the comms box. So we're about to say good morning to him as well, if he's standing by in the pit lane, as we're getting ready for the green light to come on. It's very cold up in this commentary box. I've got a nice hot cup of tea, and I've got a coat behind me that I might have to put on if it gets too cold. We've got our times, fantastically. Jack Aitken, as you can see, is taken over at the bottom there as we get ready to go. The final first practice of the year. Green flag is out. Free practice 1 for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is underway. The decider in the desert. And our first practice, and immediately it is the two heading out on the track. We've got a Mercedes going out there too. One of the Ferraris of Charles Leclerc is heading out onto the track. So we are going to have a driver tracker soon. Kimi Räikkönen, the first one out though, in his last weekend in Formula 1 as well. 349 Grand Prix starts he's going to do before he retires. We've also got access to the team radios still this weekend as well. And we've got access to Josh Plays in the pit lane on separate channels, finally. I know, it's been a long road getting there, but we managed to fix it when we did the ERC commentary a few days ago, because the commentary came through the Discord, so we were managed to fix it then, and we're going to manage to fix it now by clicking the button. And I can see him, and hopefully I can hear him as well. Good morning, Josh. Welcome up to the comms box for the weekend. It's a decider in the desert like no other.
Oh, that sound is brilliant. I love this new commentary box system that we've got set up. And look, I've got my shirt.
Hang 2 seconds. I'm trying to grab you on for the... I'm trying to get you on because the driver tracker isn't working. Oh, the driver tracker is working, but it's a bit confusing. So I'm trying to drag you on. There we go. It's not great. There's two of me and one of you. But good morning, Josh. How are you?
Let me get my
I'm trying to prioritize you in full screen. There we go. That's better. I can hide me as well now. And there we go. Good morning, Josh. Nice shirt.
Morning.
I like that as well. I need to get a couple of those for the season. That's even better. I like that. I need to get some of those for the next season. And you've got the mug. I've only got this Apollo 51, but still, that's a better one. So, leaving Saudi Arabia, all sorts of dramas with Verstappen being told he did actually brake check Hamilton as well. So much more drama. Who do you think? Are you on the fence this weekend as to who's going to take the championship, or are you going to get off the fence and say it's going to be either Verstappen or Hamilton? Who's the momentum with?
Got to be Hamilton. It would be great to see for... Oh, my head's not in there. There we go.
Go on.
It will be great to see Verstappen get his first, but some things that he's done in the past, 2 races, brake checking Hamilton, and a couple of other stuff, overtaking under the off the track and gaining an advantage. So I would like Verstappen, but because of what Verstappen has done, I would like Hamilton to get his 8th. Stop messing with your mug, Joss. Oh, can't hear you.
Sorry, I just took a drink out of it, and it spilled out under me onto my trousers. So I've just been...
lovely. Enjoy.
Someone's trying to kill me already this morning. I know it's on Channel 4 this weekend, but did you really have to try and kill me, anybody? We've got cars, Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc side by side through the June section at 19 and... it used to be 19, but now it's 12 and 13, isn't it? So there's a little bit of drama there. The driver tracker is being corrected. Let's hear from Verstappen.
Just to say that my steering wheel is quite badly...
you can see.
Yeah.
That's a bit bizarre and a bit worrying as well that that's happening out there. Momentum definitely with Hamilton this weekend, isn't it, as we go forward? It's going to be interesting to see what exactly is going to happen. As it's literally brand new trousers on as well, and they've got tea down them, so thanks for that. I'm scared now as to see whether or not this will work. Hang on.
Just looking at the event-specific instructions, and under the changes to the circuit...
Oh, majors!
It doesn't have anything except, for the purposes of this point, this is considered a new circuit. So to the FIA, it is a new circuit.
There's too much change, isn't there, for them to just get it all down, because there's... The first sector has got the new turn 5... the new big hairpin. As Hamilton's the first one to complete a lap time on the board. He does a 1:27.148, goes to the top. So yeah, Hamilton's changed over as well. There's so many have changed. It's a bit unbelievable. As I've just realised actually what I could do, which is to pop things out as well. But everything's changed over as well. New turn 5, new turn 9 hairpin. The section under the Yaz Hotel has also changed as well. It's getting dramatic. Jack Aitken, though, up to P8 as well, a 1:31.243. Brilliant to see Jack Aitken back in a Formula 1 car after his horrible accident at Spa in the 24 hours. That put him out for a while. As Verstappen...
Helmet cam.
Oh, we've got a helmet cam. Oh, brill. Charles Leclerc with a fantastic helmet camera into turn number 12 as well, under 13. And Verstappen giving him no room. And it's like, yeah, Max is already getting the breakers out, and it's only practice. That's a bit of a worry.
Yeah, just looking at that massive air rake on the back of Leclerc.
That's part of the testing, isn't it? Although what the testing, it's a new regulation for next year. These cars are going to have zero influence over next year. That's the whole point. So no idea what Ferrari are testing there. Maybe something for the weekend. I'm not sure, but it's a bit late to bring updates. So what you've got, you run for the remainder of the season as well. As 54 minutes to go, Max Verstappen crosses the line to start a flying lap. He's down in 12th place at the moment, and this is his first official run on the circuit as well. I don't think we've got the driver tracker working just yet. No, we don't.
Not working on my screen. Someone's already finding track limits. Bottas, Norris and Bottas
We've got
again.
a yellow.
But for some reason, it's not coming up on my race control messages.
I haven't got that
meaning
either.
I had no idea that it was going on.
I've got a yellow flag showing on my screen, and it's gone now, so I don't know where that brief yellow came from as the drivers head out onto the circuit as well. Hamilton top, Gasly Ocon at the moment as well. Hamilton's right behind Sergio Perez on the F1.com driver tracker that we've got access to up in the box. Tsunoda did just have a radio. Yeah, Norris has had a track limit warning. He's had his lap time deleted. Same for Bottas at the same part of the track. In fact, they've both been swapping over quite a lot. 2 seconds, Josh, because we're going to go to the YouTube chat to say good morning as well. Synthel says, in the Netherlands, it's free in the whole country as well with Ziggo. Oh, that's brilliant. So, for you know, all of our Dutch viewers, we're pretty much split 50-50 for UK and Dutch viewers. So, everyone watching in the Netherlands, it's free on Ziggo Sport. I'm sure you already knew that, but I think it's Olaf's last commentary, and it's Ziggo's last race as well. So, I'll let you not listen to our commentary and listen to Olaf's last one as Verstappen does a 1:26.463, goes top of the board by 0.6 of a second to Hamilton. Good morning. Cynthia also says, in my opinion, he didn't brake check him. He didn't brake check him. Too. I'm kind of frustrated. The stewards say he brake checked him as well. Apparently, there was a deceleration equivalent to 2.4 G. It's up for debate as well. Half the paddock has been split. He brake checked him. Half and said he didn't brake check him. Lando Norris as well said, "How are you going to keep Charles Leclerc behind you for 5th place in the championship? Maybe I would brake check him and keep 10-second penalties as well." As we come through. Beth says as well, you'd think they'd give the Red Bull Racing a wheel alignment every once in a while as well. Josh, Bottas is at the radio.
It's the white line everywhere around here.
Yeah, it's the white line for the track limits. Josh, can you just talk to us as well about the... I know you've got the race director's notes there. Could you, while I step out the box, could you just quickly talk about the amendments that Michael Masi made with the deduction of points at the back of the media pack? Have you got that? He made that right at the back of the field in the amendments of they can remove points. Yeah, as they come back through, as Ian Birch's not joining me with us. What was that all about? I heard him. What were you on about? Honestly, I heard something. I was like, "Hello." What was all that about? You're all right. I heard you walk into the box. Oh. Dear me. Latifi's off the track as well as they come through.
No, I hurt myself.
Are you all right?
I hurt my back.
Oh, well, we've got a nice comfy chair there, so it's all right. Jack Aitken's out there as well on the circuit. No driver tracker working at the moment until it's fixed as well. Look, Mum tried to murder me or scold me with tea. The lid wasn't on properly, so I've got a tea stain on my jeans now. I can't get rid of it for the next hour.
Thank you very much. Printer under desk. I've now got it.
Oh, fantastic. Could you talk us through it then, please, Josh?
All competitors drivers are reminded of the various requirements detailed in the FIA International Sporting Code. In particular, I would like to remind you of the following articles detailed below. Article 9.15.1, that is, the competitors shall be responsible for all acts or omissions on the part of any person taking part in or providing a service in connection with a competition or championship on their behalf, including in particular their employees, direct or indirect, their drivers, mechanics, consultants, service providers or passengers, as well as any person to whom the competitor has allowed access to the reserved areas.
So they can take away points if they need be. And that's in there just in case Verstappen and Hamilton make contact and they need to decide who's got the 2 championship rivals. So if the points get taken away or not. We've got some chats out there as well quickly. So we'll say good morning to the chat because Beth has been up there waiting patiently for a while. And Beth says, you'd think they'd give Red Bull Racing's a wheel alignment every once in a while. More change in the time zone just before opening. Yeah, there was a lot of running around there as well. Synthel says, so Beth says to Synthel, I'm with you as well, about how he didn't brake check him in the last race. I think it was just a miscommunication between the pair of them and the teams as well. I think the fault, I said at the time, lies with Michael Masi playing too much of a shop steward than he was a race director. My F1 is going to be ruined next year as well. Yeah, with no Ziggo and no Olaf as well in the board there. Synthel says, I heard from my stepdad that Via Play basically said, Jack, the interview guy, and Olaf are class. That's ridiculous. Olaf has been one of the most respected journalists, and Jack has in the paddock for years as well. I've heard rumours that he's still doing the Grand Prix radio, though, and he'll still be at the racetracks, Olaf. They're going to do it more professional. Yeah, that's a situation. They might not do it as well.
Most people who are any good get jobs elsewhere in Formula One.
Absolutely. Where is they going to go? Like the things that Jack said, it's not over yet, Max. They're not going to do that because it's unprofessional. I mean, sure, you can see some interviews from Jack because they are legendary. Absolutely. We do see actually some of them on Sky F1. They get shared over as well. Beth says they could have just said Lewis, Max, no crashing, okay? And Olaf, heartbreak for Synthel as well. Good morning to Adam, who says, good morning, Josh. Fully enjoy the season finale. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow in the Grid Network preview show just after qualifying. I think it's 90 minutes after qualifying and 90 minutes after the race as well. So whoever we crowned as world champion. Going forward as well, Synthel says we're probably gonna get Via Play. We're gonna boycott them and we'll buy F1 TV, which is also cheaper. Yeah, do that. If F1 TV is cheaper than the new Via Play in the Dutch, get that instead and just put us on the commentary because you can turn off you can have an ambience of the world feed, can't you?
Right. In answer to Beth and to Synthel, right? The way things played out is that Michael Masi asked for the change in who was leading the race. That was done to Ron Meadows. Ron Meadows pressed his button at the time, was about to speak when Red Bull actually did it. Lewis knew, literally, they reckon 0.6 of a second before it happened. When Lewis admits that he was thinking that it was the DRS zone that Max was concentrating on. He was concentrating on that. Lewis also had a feeling that something was going to happen. And so if you look at the whole season, Lewis, whenever he's had that feeling, has been able to back out of it. And he was about to back out of it. Now, both of them were playing the game, right? But where it went wrong, and the telemetry and the lines all say this, and that's why he got the penalty, the 10-second penalty, that you are not allowed, even at slower speeds, to brake hard unless there is a reason. And that is not deemed by the FIA as a reason. Whether any of us agree with that, yeah, it was a bit of playmanship between the two of them. It was a bit of, 75% Max, 25% Lewis, right? But you try reacting in 1/6 of a second. I think he did really well not to actually do what happened between George Russell and Mazepin. Yeah, and we've got a young lad in the commentary booths in Channel 4 who lost his legs in an accident like that. Mazepin was so lucky last time out, and that's why it was deemed dangerous. There was proof later on in the race with the George Russell Mazepin incident.
2 seconds, let's have an Ocon.
That was a close.
Ocon nearly touched the wall at the exit at turn 13 under the Yaz Hotel.
I accused Michael Masi of playing a game to Jonathan Wheatley.
Yeah,
I agree. Who would be? I have a nephew who is a Football League referee in Scotland, right? And I wouldn't like that job for £1 million, you know, because and it's the same with Michael Massey, you know. What he was trying to do was keep the championship alive, right? I accept his explanation. I know that not only Mercedes, but 7 other teams asked for an explanation. You know, it's not been done before, but it was him trying to do what Charlie had taught him, and that is thinking about the viewers. And I agree with Massey that it wasn't done to favour Red Bull. It was just a coincidence that it favoured Red Bull, right? The one thing that has never been proved, because it was never allowed to be looked at, was the barrier that led to Max being on those better tyres.
That red flag was
not
Schumacher,
the barrier was not removed in the end, right? And continued for the rest of the race, and he's probably still there now.
Well, they've left it all for the
But the
remainder.
excuse was that Michael Massey was told that it had burst, but it hadn't.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Massey can only react to what is told to him by the people on the ground without going and looking himself.
And he can't leave race control.
And he can't leave race control during
Yeah.
the thing unless there is a red flag.
So he had to... Yeah.
So he had to take...
Sky talking about it now, just with Karun, yeah.
He had to take... Karun, right? Do you like the new track, everyone? Because Karun was one of the 3 people that
Designed it,
designed the changes. And what I think it's made it a faster track, a safer track. There was too many... even for commentators, there was one section where you thought, well, do they go there or do they go there?
Yeah.
Which
way are they going, yeah.
Because there's, 76 different permutations to this track.
Yes. It's second longest on the calendar compared to...
And what it is done...
Paul Ricard.
From a technical point of view, is there's now that many long left-hand turns, a bit like the rest, like in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of left-hand long turns, and that's going to put a tremendous pressure on the right-hand front tyre and the right rear tyre slightly. And that is the key's just about to come in.
Yeah. You have to give it.
Yeah, and I see you later, Davey.
You can't be seen.
And
I
feel that is why Ferrari on a last weekend of this car have got that amazing thing on the back, and I think they're trying to do an aero test on how these corners are going to affect the aero and the pressure that is put on these tyres.
It does look that way, because next year they get changed from 13-inch rims to 18-inch rims, don't they, as they go forward? So that's going to be a lot better. Let's quickly just go to the chat, because a lot of this happened as well. Cynthia was on about the points deduction, that Mazzy is reminding them they can do that if they don't behave. Josh Blaze took you through that one earlier on in the session. Beth says, in Australia, we're getting commentary from Harold Bishop and Harry Butler next year. Also, Ian, try Volderan Emule. What? Is that whiskey or something? Or wine? Still, I'll Google that at the end of the session for you.
Got some more to that points on here.
Go on, Josh.
Yeah, go on, Josh.
I'll try and drag you on quick, because it's being a bit dodgy now.
Oh, great.
Hang on. It's all right. We can get it. There you go.
Show them your T-shirt, Josh.
I love that T-shirt. I love the back. He's got a mug as well.
Yeah.
I want mugs. I want things like that. It's fantastic. I love that. Right. You got more. You got more info. Science locked up. And Megan, who isn't actually here at the moment, she's got to get a vaccine jab as well. So we'll talk more about that in a second, because Adam's mentioned, is she all right? She's all right, just got a bit of a cough. We'll talk more later, like the back of me as well. But she'll be in free practice too. She's coughing a lot, though. But Alonso was top for a time, but he's now been beaten by Verstappen and Hamilton. To you, Josh.
Okay, so following on from Article 9.15.1, Article 12.2, one breach of rules, and in particular Article 12.2.1L, it gets very confusing with the article numbers. And any infringement of the principles of fairness in competition behaviour in an unsportsmanlike manner or attempt to influence the result of a competition in a way that is contrary to sporting ethics. Article 12.4.5, for all the FIA championships, cups, challenges, trophies or series, the stewards may also decide to impose the following penalties: suspension for one or more competitions, withdrawal of points for the championship, cup, challenge, trophy series. Finally, Article 12.4.5a, points should not be deducted separately from drivers and competitors, save in exceptional circumstances.
Michael Schumacher, 1997.
Hitting the side.
I think Michael Masi does actually put this on the briefing to the drivers.
Yeah, Josh has got it. We haven't got it at the moment.
Every single race. But
He's added the penalty
highlighted
thing.
it.
Yeah, he's highlighted and added the penalty.
Yeah, he's highlighted what that means on the last sentence, hasn't he? And brake testing, right, has been in all motorsport for years, and it's usually when someone's got a bit angry.
2 seconds for Verstappen.
And
I just
Max
got
was
ready
angry.
to straighten the wheel because it's really annoying to drive.
So that wheel is still affecting Max Verstappen. It wasn't free early on in the session.
I believe it's right hand down a bit.
Yeah.
And anybody who's ever driven with the balance not right, it's I don't know. I know that Jensen said that it's a quick fix on a Formula One car. That's quite useful because it's a 20-25 minutes job on a normal car.
I got 37 minutes to go, so it is quite good.
On a normal car, it's all about loosening the bolts on the tracking and basically resetting the tracking, and so that you normalise the thing. And there is a way of the quick way of straightening up a thing on a normal car is to unloosen the bolt on the rod that goes from the steering column, and just lifting it off its grooves and placing it on a different groove.
We've just been told as well that the definition is definitely that the fact we've got Race Direction this weekend has now confirmed that the track limits is all the way around the circuit defined by the white line. So if you go four wheels over the white line at any point of the circuit, you're out of a lap. That's going to be tricky down, especially at turn 8,
12,
6, 7, 12 as well, yeah.
12 and the final corner.
Especially, yeah.
In F2 this morning, 12 and the final corner were proving to be a bit difficult for people, weren't they?
Yeah, and certainly as well, Sky got on their ad break for a bit as well. We'll just quickly throw back to the chat as well. Then Josh got something as well to tell us. Beth says as well, that the different commentators for Sky, so Sky F1 isn't in Australia next year, so it must be moving to Network 10 or Channel 7 again. That's interesting. I remember the days of Alan Jones being on.
Alan Jones?
Yeah, he was on the team as well in Australia. Beth says, does it say you need a reason or you can't brake unnecessarily? No, that's been kept out of the regulations.
No, you can't brake unnecessarily.
You can't brake on the straight necessarily.
If you've been ordered to give the place back, that is a reason.
Yeah.
Right? For you to brake. But what you can't do is brake hard. Right? Even at slow speeds. Because he had slowed down.
Yeah.
He'd done the old Graham Hill style of
letting you back through and sweeping back, yeah.
You brake once, you brake twice to reduce your speed, right? Which Graham Hill, that's a good idea for taking corners in a normal car, right? Brake once, brake twice, accelerate through the corner.
Didn't you? That's how you.
When
That's
it's
how you
safe
do
to
it,
do
isn't
so.
it?
Yeah, that's how I've always done it.
Adam says as well, Josh, how's Miss Megan doing today? I hope she's feeling a lot better. Well, she's been coughing a lot, hasn't she, the last couple of days? She's getting over the cold she's had. She did take a COVID test, finally. She was negative. And she's now gone this morning for her second COVID jab.
Yeah, which is a week late. And
she was ill last week.
She was ill last week, so she wouldn't think,
That's why she wasn't in all the race in Saudi Arabia, because she did every couple of laps or so because she physically could not do it.
Yeah.
But I have cleaned that headset, by the way. So don't worry, I've cleaned the headset and
I
I've
don't
cleaned
mind.
the mic. No, just so you don't get ill.
Yeah. When she was crying last week because she was in so much pain, I was hugging her. So she's got it. I've got it.
That's a good point. But yeah, she's okay. She's getting better, and she will be in the commentary box for free practice too later on today. And she'll be
Good.
Yeah.
I get some time to actually rest
But
my achy, weary body.
I've got Josh in for free practice 3, and Megan will be in for qualifying, and all of us will be in the race as well. And,
That's negotiable.
like you're going to stay away. Even I said to Megan, "Are you not going to be in the race on Sunday?" She said, "I don't know how I'm going to feel." I said, "Well, Megan, I'll give you one choice, and you only get one choice. You're not going to miss that." So Megan might be just sat there looking like Bernie Sanders on election day.
This is why Megan actually batters you into the wall on your driver challenge.
Yeah, we're doing that later.
Because it's a way of her just showing to you that you can't actually force her to do anything.
We're doing that later on today as well, actually, the commentator challenge. Megan leads by 11, and I'm on 10.
I like the clock where you've got different time zones.
That's just a new update that's appeared.
That's it.
Yeah, on the
but
iPad.
it's got Portland, Tokyo, Sydney and Paris.
Yeah, that's just appeared.
But your mum's not in Paris at the moment.
I think it's just a normal one. I'm trying to find... What was I
You
trying to find?
can change the cities on that as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I need to do that then, because I'll need to change it over. Our Wi-Fi is being poor.
Because we have
timings.
people listening in Brazil as well, so...
I actually, that's a good point. I'd like it if I can get all the major time zones, the clocks, up around this box somewhere.
Oh, God, and Bennett.
As I've just noticed that the television monitor's crooked a little bit, so I'm going to have to straighten that. But I'd love to get the clock somewhere with time zones all the way around the world, so that Beth finally stops having a go at me about the times being GMT only, British Summer Time.
Really?
What is going on with this morning?
I think she does tremendously well to get up as much in the middle of the night as she does.
Absolutely. And Beth is actually talking there, saying, technically the FIA consider this a brand new track as it's changed so much. Wonder if it'll be Red Bull or Mercedes circuit. It advantages Mercedes. But right now we've got Verstappen topping it, so it's going to swing and change, I think.
This is how I see it, right? Lewis... that they could change the engine into the Brazilian one.
Yeah, today they're running the B engine.
This is the Friday engine. Lewis, with the Brazilian engine, will have slightly more speed than Max. If he keeps the engine that they usually have been using, right?
It could work.
And leave the Brazilian one in reserve. I think it'll be quite even.
We need to change something.
Sainz saying that they need to change something on the car, and that's not sounding great at all at the moment. So we'll better watch out for that.
And the rake on the two cars, one of the great things people have been asking, what does people think has been the upturn in the Mercedes, and I think it's the adjustable rake.
On the back of the Mercedes, ever since Turkey.
Yeah, the height that the back sits between the spoiler and the ground, right? And they've got an adjustable rake that they can adjust during the race, which helps them in cornering, and it's perfectly legal. It's possibly what Christian was talking about.
I think our Wi-Fi needs turning off and on again before the start of the next session. Just quickly, actually, good morning to Adam, who says it's 5 a.m. in America, a dedicated F1 fan. Absolutely, you really are a die-hard F1 fan. I think you need to be if you live anywhere outside of Europe. As I just saw, Josh, what are you eating?
So, Adam...
2 seconds. Josh, what are you eating? Because it looks absolutely fantastic. Is it a bacon something or other, or is it a scone? What is that?
The bacon roll, but it's the roll with the cheese on the top.
Oh, that sounds lovely. You can't have that one, but that sounds absolutely fantastic. You reminded me there. There was a documentary when Murray Walker retired.
I can't eat cheese. Never had pizza in my life.
Yeah, we keep saying you don't need to have cheese on pizza. You can
Then
have
that's garlic bread.
Yes, but you can have a meat feast pizza. Anyway,
I don't like pepperoni either.
Oh, for God's sake, you're so fussy.
I like ham.
When Mum was in Paris, I made him a curry, and he said it was actually all right, but it wasn't. He didn't like it because it had a bit of coconut in it.
Coconut.
What else was I going to say? Yeah, there was a documentary that Murray Walker was in, the favourite one that I love, The Unmistakable Murray Walker. It's on YouTube. I suggest you all go watch it. But when I saw you do that, Josh, it reminded me because when he sat out a race in Brazil, the documentary crew went and filmed him in his house watching the race, and he just picked up this giant bit. Murray, he picked up this giant scone biscuit and just started eating it in the side of the commentary box. I just looked down, and it reminded me of that.
Oh yeah.
When Murray was eating it, you reminded me of that.
Murray
there, Josh.
also couldn't when he couldn't be retired. You know,
Yeah.
if the commentary went down and the sound went off,
He did it.
he would do it himself, even though it was only him in the room.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that's technically what I used to do as well when they used to get recorded. Or before then. Yeah, I think it works better now. Anyway, my iPad, I've lost
Christian's
it.
looking so well today.
I've lost access to my iPad so much at the moment. I don't know what's going on with it this morning. I think it's just having a paddy. I don't think it's updated actually to the new software.
Christian always looks so much brighter when he's had a little rest and his bit of the worry has gone. And
What the hell is? I've just got a message from Kim saying, "Where am I?"
Kim who?
Oh, friend.
Relax.
Yeah, you
Josh just
should
sat there
relax.
relaxing. Go on, Josh.
If you look at race control messages in the Discord, look how many track limits I've just had to write out. Oh, yellow in track sector 12.
Yeah, I got that too.
Sector 12 is the entrance. It's a Haas.
So
No, it's an Alpha. It's an Alpha, and that looks like Kimi Raikkonen.
Oh well, that's down at the new turn 9 section. So Raikkonen's gone round. I think he just must have lost the rear. As I said, 12-degree banking. Just lost it.
Someone in the press conference asked Kimi, "Will you have tears today?" And he goes, "Why?" Basically, why?
Yeah.
Can't wait to have a bit of time.
Blimey.
I know he's thinking
Actually,
of.
it
Clear bit the other way
was
now.
car 6, I think. No, car 6 spun and continued. No, it's definitely not car 6.
It's on the
Because
screen
on
at the moment.
I've
It
got
is a Haas.
Car 6 spun and
no,
continued at turn 9.
It is.
That's Latifi, and that's definitely not Latifi. So race
No, that's-
control were messed up there.
Yeah.
That's an Alpha, isn't it?
It's definitely Raikkonen.
And it's definitely Raikkonen.
So has a correction. Raikkonen spun and continued turn 9. So they've corrected it on the race control
Yeah.
messages now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is exactly on the Discord channel. Go and take a look, because that's Josh Blaze right now just doing all the calculations for us to let you know with the race control messages if you don't have access to them. Josh is typing them all out for us whilst also being on the comms. Go to the chat quick, because there's more information. I need that monitor lifting up a little bit or moving to the side, because I can't see it with the two.
I need it back in my bedroom so I can watch TV.
That's the wrong one. That's Nana's one that I accidentally
So
took.
you keep saying.
It is. It's Nana's one. I can look. It says Alba. And that's Nana. That's
The biggest
Italy.
issue
Oh,
right now is that the car seems on ice from the turn 6, 7. Both fronts and rears, just on the steering,
Clive Gaines.
steering, traction's bad, braking stability's bad. So, yeah, I don't know how to help that, but I've never experienced that in the last few races.
Okay, copy that.
Got to admit, Clive was one of my favourite journalists.
yeah. We have got a driver tracker, but it isn't working just yet as well because it hasn't updated to the new map.
Stroll is just coming up to Jack Aitken.
Yeah, so
Nice to see Jack there.
what's this then we're seeing on the board? Oh, little bit of a slide, little bit of a wiggle at the back there for Fernando Alonso, getting on the curb at the exit. He's off track and continued to turn 1. Got our radios working then once again, which is great news. And we've got all channels.
We
bar one
always
open.
seem to have one driver in one of the formulas in this Formula 1 and Formula 2 and that is
Yeah.
recovering. We've got Enzo recovering now. He's still in hospital in Saudi, you know.
Beth says, anyone for else?
And Aitken is back after, the itchiness, which
Yeah.
he can't itch because it's in a plaster.
We are going to be running this poll that Sky Sports are currently running. Who will win the F1 World Championship? Right now, 61% say Lewis Hamilton, 39% say Max Verstappen. We will be running that poll in the race and in qualifying as
And
well.
we will be running a poll of who actually is most likely to run into either of them. You know,
Tsunoda is currently topping that, though.
Tsunoda is topping that completely. He's got nothing to lose, has he?
No, he doesn't. Over to you, Josh. I know you're going to say something. I know you're just having a cup of tea. Sorry there. I came too a bit late there.
Following the F2, I have got a I've made a little document of tons of things that have stood out from the F1 and FIA website, and one of them is a update from the incident, the
K1
start
hold out of
incident at
last corner,
Saudi,
K1
and
hold
this
out of last
was
corner.
this came out on the 7th.
Yeah.
Following transfer to King Fahd Armed Forces Hospital, Jeddah, medical investigations revealed no ongoing issues for Pourchaire. Pourchaire is back in the cars this weekend, which is really good to see.
Yeah.
He was discharged from their care that same evening. Fittipaldi, however, was found to have a fracture on his right heel and lesion on his left eyebrow. He spent the night in the ICU for observation and is making good progress.
Yeah, thankfully, his granddad was there at the track with the grandkids, and so he wasn't alone.
Yeah.
I know you always have the team go with you, the representatives of the team, but it's not the same as having family around you. And Enzo, he's only young. He might be doing a man's job, but he's a young lad in a family that is very tight knit.
Finally, a confirmation of what that message was about, because a friend of mine posted pictures that she was going to start doing ice skating again. I said, "Oh, I didn't know you did ice skating." 2 seconds.
Problem. Went to neutral. The car. What should I do?
Copy that. So we need to try an upshift first if you can.
Hydraulic this.
Yeah.
Look at you
Stopping
in
your
six.
false neutral at the
He's
moment.
gone to 5.
Can't upshift, we need to try then downshifting.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's got going.
Let's keep this.
It should be fine. You went to a false neutral there. We'll look at that.
False neutral, we're being told.
Oh, we haven't
then.
had one of those since about before the summer break.
Yeah. Hungary, wasn't it? We had one crawling down the pitch straight in practice.
Yeah.
Not a bad situation there, then. Yeah, to get back to the story, one of my friends, she's going to start ice skating. I said, "Oh, I didn't know you did ice skating. How good were you?" And she said, I put it, "How good were/are you?"
Problem.
And she
Went to
thought,
neutral.
we've read that. And she thought I said, "Where am I?" Question mark. I said, "No. How good were you at ice skating?"
So how good was she at ice skating?
She says, "I wasn't mint, but I could do a bit." And ha ha ha.
Which means that she didn't get her bum wet.
I'm terrible at ice skating.
Yeah, you get your bum wet.
To be fair,
Your butt is permanently on the ice.
I'm okay.
I would like to see you try, Joss.
I've done it before. Now, here's the thing. We did actually. Well, you used to be an ice skating player, didn't you?
Ice hockey
Goalkeeper.
player.
Yeah. I'm actually all right once I get into it, but the problem is I can't stop.
Do you know one of the things you do? One of the first things you do in practice in ice hockey is you actually you have to all skate round to get a bit of energy going and get rid of the cobwebs. And if you've got those 20-30 pound leggings on each leg, like as goalkeepers had, that's hard. And that's possibly why my legs are so bad now.
To be fair, you didn't think about that, and that could be a reason, as to what happened with your leg. Constantly on the cold. Just quickly to the group chat.
They used to. Do you know what they used to do? Right. Especially in occasionally it happened in matches, but you're in there with a goal and you're catching glove and you stick in the other hand and things like that, and you're concentrating so much, and you see one of the opposition players go round the back, and you think, "Hang on, I know what he's going to do there." So you unch up because they push the net from behind.
Yeah.
Right, and it falls and knocks you to things, and you trap like a little ant.
Speaking of little ants,
I mean, they get sent to the sin bin for a bit.
Yeah.
But God, that it was always happening in training.
I actually enjoyed ice skating.
And
I couldn't stop.
If someone did it and hurt you,
Yeah.
right? Like a lad I knew, then when you're doing the practice, you've got to practice body checking them.
Yeah.
Right? Goalkeepers aren't supposed to do that. I did it. I didn't think of the fact that I had these things on my legs and nearly broke his leg. And I was very apologetic to him afterwards. But he shouldn't have hurt me neck, should he?
So Josh has put, so that means Josh will need Tech Pro barriers to crash into when he wants to stop ice skating. Yeah, Josh, that's exactly what I need. Tech Pro barriers. I'll tell you what as well. One of the reasons I hate ice skating a bit is because you have to tie the laces together and they just come off. And everybody you know, I am cack-handed as hell with... He's put a big thumbs up. I'm cack-handed as hell. I cannot tie laces correctly. And just a second, because you interrupted me. I cannot tie
It's important to have your laces done up.
I cannot tie laces and make them stay for long periods of time. They just fall apart. I get so confused in doing it. I can do the normal knots, and I can tie knots very easily. But the laces, I just can't do. I can't do it. And it's a question of when you put them down and when you need to pull it through, I lose sight of where it actually is. I just can't do it. So that's why I've just thought, I got a new pair of boots, didn't I, a couple of days ago, and I got elasticated laces, and I thought, that's brilliant.
£7.35.
Yeah, but
that's what they cost me.
Yeah, but they look cool.
Not the boots, the laces.
Yeah, they look cool, and the boots are very comfortable. I've just thought, why don't you just use a pair of ice skates with elasticated laces?
Oh, a message from Princess Anne, the Princess Royal. Josh, you're a wuss.
Elasticated laces for a pair of
Elasticated
ice
laces, ha ha ha.
Yeah, for a pair of ice skating boots. I think that makes quite good sense, doesn't it? I mean, this is always...
No, it doesn't. The whole point of doing the laces up is to keep your ankle support.
Yeah?
Right? Which enables you to actually keep the blades at the angle they need to be to actually stay on the ice.
Those elasticated laces are actually really good. Or clamps. What about the clamp ones that you get on roller skates?
You might as well have Velcro ones on your Bauer boots.
Don't like Velcro. I've got that on my snow boots though.
Other ice hockey boots are available other than Bauer.
What about clamps then? Just clamps on the side. Oh God. Clamps to clamp them. You know, like the.
One should be on your mouth. What a stupid thing!
No, like a
clamp.
Bit of plastic and clamp.
Oh
it
yeah,
down.
let's clamp the beads to the bottom of your shoes.
No,
and,
I'm on about.
You know, you can wear your long coats as well.
2 seconds. Yeah. Hang on, what's happened to our speakers? Lost our speakers for a second. I just wondered. I thought we did lose commentary.
So, Mr. Technical, just hit the top of them.
Did they start working?
Oh God!
Did they start working? Yes,
yeah, when you did the wire over there.
I think we need to replace them anyway. It's been a couple of years now. Anyway, go back to the chat quickly as well because.
Yeah, go back to the Formula One.
Beth says, "Kimmy just doing some last race circle work. He's now got chocolate biscuits." As Josh.
Oh look, the Ritz-Carlton on the Halo.
I don't get any of this.
Bottas.
Oh yeah, the Ritz-Carlton.
Your mother would never stay at the
Digestive,
Ritz-Carlton.
topped with chocolate to be precise.
Oh, very nice. Oh, that's just gloating even more. Going through as well.
Replenished with a beautiful new tea in my beautiful Josh Plays Pit Lane Reporter mug.
I've got an Apollo 15 because we can't have mugs in here because things will fall off the roof.
Oh, we've got a mug in here. It's called me having to do this for you.
Right.
And him.
Moving on. Synthel says, Portier started from P3 and Fittipaldi somewhere from the back, so Fittipaldi already gained a lot of speed and smashed into the back of Portier. 72G impact, really sad for Fittipaldi. He is going to be flown home, though, to Brazil, which is great news. Beth's happy that there's some digestives there as well. Going through, Beth said, my high school score turned out to be a false negative. Okay.
I mean, we don't like cricket, but
Josh Carrington
Rachel
and
took
Megan
the
Hardy.
kids. Rachel took the kids to the cricket, and her husband took the kids to the cricket in Brisbane.
Yep.
And you know, it.
What are you going with that one? Lap time deleted. Lewis Hamilton 1:25.042.
It looks really hot in Australia at the moment.
Yeah, Hamilton's second fastest lap time has just been deleted by the stewards for track limits at the last corner, turn 16.
The kids' hats had those things on that cover the necks.
Go through as well.
Yeah.
Josh. Adam says that he agrees with Josh about the tech pro barriers. Beth says, "Is this some type of S&M thing?" No, it's just the fact that I can't stop. I'm on about instead of just laces.
Do you know how you stop in ice hockey? And
kick your legs to the side or kick your legs out?
No,
I tried the out thing. I just went.
You slide on the side. If you've got ice hockey boots, if you've got figure skate boots, you just put you know the things at the front.
The tips together. Yeah.
The tips.
Yeah.
You just put them on the ice and put a groove in the ice.
I can't do that. I think we had figure skating rather than ice skating boots.
But you just slide your left leg.
Yeah.
And then your right leg soon afterwards, right? And move your right leg further, looser, so it moves further, and keep your left leg stiff, and that enables you to stop.
Can't remember how we got onto this form of ice skating as well, but it's clearly put Josh to sleep. Look, he's just sat in his bigger chair than us. We've got one of those at the side of the box that we could get to as well, on the side.
Actually, it looks like he's floating in midair.
That does actually. It is actually with the thing in the background. What is this as well? Beth says, Ian nails it. We call them Foreign Legion flaps. Is that... What on earth are you on about? Beth as well. Is that the digestives? Oh, it's just the chair. He's leaning back in his chair, look, on the thing.
No, but what do we call the Foreign Legion flaps?
I have no idea.
Hang on a minute. Let me just actually put it to none, and then you might be able to like see it. Like,
Oh, yes, there you go. Just lay back. We need swivel chairs.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. I can't keep sitting on these. I mean, I've got one at the back here, though.
Again, this sounds very odd. Everything we say sounds really odd.
Yeah. Welcome to final. We've run out of steam, though. After how many practice sessions we've done this year? 160 shows we'll do at the end of this season for Formula One. God knows how many more we've done combined with every other situation, Beth. But it's been a lot we've had. Hamilton ended up his lap time deleted, so that's put Bottas to P2, 1:25.205. Verstappen is top as things currently stand. We might as well go through the order as it's being here as well. It's Verstappen, 1:25.099. I don't think the driver tracker has been updated just yet. No, it hasn't. It's working, but it's not working correctly. Because
Apparently it's not raining in Tokyo.
Yeah, so we'll have our driver tracker hopefully for FP2. Let's hear from Charles Leclerc. He's on the radio.
We have time for one cool down lap and then push again. One more push. Track is clear behind.
Traffic in the last sector.
Copy, we've seen that.
Thought I'd change that back. I've
It's just done 7:15 at night in Tokyo.
He's really gloating now. Dipping the biscuit in. My tea's gone cold after, 40-odd minutes of it. So I might need a new cup of tea.
That's all right. I haven't got tea at all.
Kimi Raikkonen up at the hill at turns 2 and 3. What's he gone about it? Red Bull coming out of the pit lane, nearly making contact as well.
Yeah, that was another thing that
It's Verstappen.
There is. I don't know if Josh has mentioned this, but they've done the dotted lines over the F2 pit lane.
Yes,
because Formula One were using that as a way of giving them a bit more room.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to do that now.
That is a point where Michael Massey has said, don't do that.
Yeah.
I put dotted lines there.
So
if you
what
go
do I
across
need to do?
it, you'll have a lap deleted. Well, did you see the kick up there?
Is 1% conservative.
Is this Alonso? Look at that tyre.
Speed, exit 12, entry 13.
Alonso's had a lot of problem on his tyre there. He's P6 as things currently stands.
I think by the look of it, he's got a lock-up mark on his right tyre.
We're going to have our driver tracker hopefully back for free practice too. It's working, but it's showing the wrong layout, and I don't want to get you all confused.
It might even be showing the wrong race.
Yeah, it could be, for all we know. So we'll get that fixed, and hopefully next year as well, we're going to have a little ticker along the bottom of the main screen, which will show track positions of people so that you've got it when we're on the main screen.
If you just go to Josh a minute, you'll see that he's gone for more digestives.
Yeah, or bourbons.
Bourbons.
I love bourbons.
actually, I've gone upstairs because I'm getting incredibly hot. So I'm getting my fan.
Don't blame you. It's cold in this commentary box, though, I can tell you. I thought I'd have to keep my jacket on, but it's all right just at the moment. True Pit reported down there. This is the Williams we're watching out now as well. It is of Nicholas Latifi. No, it's George Russell. No, it's Jack Aitken.
In the tradition of pit lane supporters, I've got my flip-flops on.
That's good. I've got trainers that have got a hole in them. I really have worn these trainers out this year.
I've not even got any on. I've just got socks on.
Well, we're in a box.
I don't wear socks.
That's the point. What are we getting for Christmas last year? Socks. Has he worn them? Has he buggery?
I wear them. I do have to wear socks when I go to see the consultant.
Once every blue moon, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same
But
pair.
because of COVID, they ring me most of the time, and my doctors.
Hopefully you're all enjoying this first practice session. Reminder, it's available on Sky Showcase and Sky Sports Main Event and the race itself live on Channel 4, but with Sky commentary. I know many people who join us don't like Sky commentary, so they turn us on instead. So that's even better. Oh, just lost Josh for a sec. But he's back in now as well.
That's because he's unplugged himself by mistake,
Telly
plugging his fan
channel
in.
Yeah.
Instead of race control messages, which are miles away apart.
Oh, that's weird. Look, here's the driver tracker look. It hasn't actually repaired itself because it's still showing the old layout. But it's not working A-OK as things currently stand. As now literally
Watch
Josh
your
has just
fingers.
got Josh has literally now just got fans on in the comms box at his end.
What I like about my headset is that it's got a 10-meter radius. So literally, when I went to go and get my tea and my digestives, I could literally hear you. And then when I went to get up my fan, I had the ability to speak from literally right above me, because where my fan is, if I tap the ceiling, then that's the room there.
2 seconds.
It would be good if I can do one more lap. I didn't do enough lap from low fuel.
Leclerc's locked up.
Your sofa
Okay,
is
copy,
quite
we'll
like
come back to
the bit of sofa
for
that he's got there.
another, cool down lap and push again. The
He's
brakes
actually, yeah.
were cold, so we need a good warm up on the brakes.
I love the fact that you've.
My LED lights have fallen down.
Oh dear. Well,
You
ours have got
can watch me do some
Yeah,
dangerous stuff
put him
now.
on.
dangerous mechanics work. Oh, science radio.
This could be 500 quid from you being framed if you don't.
He's got down all right. Yeah. Well, he's got better commentary equipment than we have. We've got that as well.
That's the that is.
His lays down, ours doesn't. That's not fair.
Well, no, yours would if it was out here.
It doesn't lay down that much.
Yeah, it does actually.
Don't go that. I know it does, but it doesn't
It's
go that
only
flat.
because of the wall where it was in the
didn't
front
work,
room. Yeah, that it didn't work.
Can
Can you tell it's the last race of the season this weekend?
6.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Put him on.
All the
Put him on
commentary
now.
rules have just gone out the window and we're just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, look, there he is, nice and relaxed with his holes in his socks. Or is that?
You see nothing, you see nothing.
Let's go to the chat quickly as well, because we've got the Claire's radio do sounds like a midwife as well, says Beth as well. At least I caught up with track limit, says that was from you, Josh, as well. Beth said, push, they're slow, maybe one more push. Yeah, he does sound like a midwife, doesn't he? Good morning to Em. It says, is the map using an old layout? Yes, it is, look. And that's why we're trying not to show it that much today until it's repaired, because it is showing the old layout. So they're out
it
there.
confuses itself once it gets to the bits that have changed.
Yeah, and it's glitching out, so we don't...
I mean, look at
yeah.
Latifi now, right? No one makes...
Yeah, Latifi's just going everywhere, isn't he, at the moment?
Yeah.
He's just zoomed around everyone else.
That was brilliant.
So yeah, we're not using it until it's repaired in practice 2.
DRS off, sorry.
Not one, Beth Stabbin.
Pulling on the brakes, just so you know.
Noted.
That's Mazepin on the radio.
Look okay and okay to continue.
John
As,
says, did you know that 2022 is the year of the sofa?
M says, is it going to be fixed on Saturday/Sunday? No, it's going to be fixed for free practice 2. I've been told by the admins it's going to be fixed for free practice 2. They're going to update the layout. So we'll keep an eye on that, because I did ask later on, are they going to earlier on if they're going to fix it, and they did say look, it needs a data update during practice that will be modified. So it is going to start working.
That's technical for we got it wrong.
Yeah, and they'll fix it for FP2 because they can't fix it in between sessions, so it's all okay. Going through
The Aston Martin,
Yeah.
The development of the new car, both of them are really happy with the development of the new
Yeah.
car. And so hopefully we'll see them more towards challenging at the front again like they did the year before.
I hope they are, because that Racing Point was quick in 2020, and then they changed it to Aston Martin. They didn't use the Mercedes livery again, or the Mercedes car from 19, and it cost them a lot. So they've dropped off a bit. Got a podium this year, though, with Sebastian Vettel, and hopefully they'll be quick up there with the regulation changes for 2022. Megan will join me in the box for free practice 2. Right now, she's being stabbed in the arm for a second COVID jab. It's very late, actually, her COVID jab.
Do you know?
She's back on it now. Not a booster, though.
Do you know Aston Martin on Top Gear let them loose on the track with that one that they only made one of?
Oh, the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prototype car.
It's 4 million quid.
He let them out with it. There's loads of carbon fibre flying around the track, if you noticed. We saw it at the exit at turn 9 at the hairpin. There's a lot of them out there. Oh, it's my water bottle. That's where it's disappeared to.
Understood.
Williams
mate.
have
To
got
be
it.
clear, we'll debrief the tyres back in the garage, so no more comments, but that was good.
Oh, that's from Norris as well.
Only
so.
in cinemas. The Kingsman.
Yeah, and we saw Nick Latifi, Jack Aitken and George Russell dressed in suits all weekend to promote the Kingsman.
Suits you, sir.
Yes, and the Kingsman is actually, it used to be the Kingsman, which was the two films as well.
I thought it was a pub on the highway.
Yeah, but this is a prequel to those
you know,
two.
as you're going into Sheffield.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Ralph Fiennes is in it, looking like
Something
John Steed.
Way.
Yeah, Ralph Fiennes is in it, looking like John Steed, and he said
John Steed.
he did play John Steed, of course. In
yes.
in the '98 Ralph Fiennes, he played him in the '98 film.
Played him like this,
yeah.
didn't he?
He's actually using the same bowler
How's
hat.
this in?
He's using the same bowler hat he did for Steed. in
You
the
have
film
a
of
bowler
Kingsman.
hat.
Yeah, but it's in the loft, and it's very, very old. I need a new one. Although I've got a feeling somebody's bought me something for Christmas, a hat-wise.
He's got a long black coat and a bowler hat.
Blue flag marshalling light on my dash for some reason.
I've got a feeling someone's brought me something hat-wise as well for Christmas. Not from you lot. Not from you lot.
Oh, I was going to say, because we haven't.
Yeah, elsewhere. I've got that feeling.
We're not going to buy you a bowler hat.
Yeah. To be fair though,
because the last one we bought you, you wouldn't put the ambulance blue light on the top.
where was I going to put that? I've got one.
You've got. He has a one of those. You know, like on
I saw that recently, actually. Yeah, the blue
doctors'
light.
cars
Yeah.
and things like that. You
Yeah.
put it on the roof and it goes. Wee, wee.
I've got that somewhere. I saw it recently. I don't know where it is. I think it's in the loft still.
I used to use it to get through town.
Stick it on. Yeah, I have actually sent some of the drivers some Christmas presents this year. Yeah, I sent Max Verstappen and Nikita Mazepin copies of the Highway Code.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you. I thought that was a good one. 3 minutes to go of the session as well. As it comes through.
Yuki, entry 5 now.
Why? It's opposite, man. They're having instability. What are you thinking about?
Sonoda's got the 100 best swear
I
words.
thought you should send Mazepin, the book on etiquette towards women.
I sent him that last Christmas. He still didn't use it.
You should send the book to Nikita Mazepin of how to drive a Formula 1 car without going spin.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though.
He's good at roundabouts though. in his car that he's got the higher car. He's good at roundabouts.
He's done them, hasn't he, with some donuts? Did he crash it as well?
You've given me an idea now.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Ready?
Go on then.
You should send a book to Nikita Mazepin so he can learn not to do imaginary roundabouts while going round the Formula 1 track.
Just round. George Clooney, George Clowley had one of those lights in his XJ6.
Oh yeah, Cowley from the Professionals.
Wasn't Elther guy in the Kingsman? I think he was.
Oh,
yeah.
do you know? What was he called? One of the lads had a XJ6. And
Jaguar, isn't it?
A Jaguar XJ6.
That
Yeah,
was it.
and we used to call it the Coronation Crossroads car because it was the girl in Crossroads had one.
Mm. I know the XJ6. It's the big long one.
It's the big long one with the thing. It was quite a nice car, but
Steed had one.
yeah.
Steed had in the new Avengers in the 70s and 80s. He
Yeah.
had one, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had an XJ6.
Yeah, Reese. He used to have one of them.
It's a very powerful car. I did like Steed's second car though, the Jag. It had big fat
Do you know
tyres on it as well. It could really.
The fans
it
used to get really annoyed with Reese because he used to put these balls into these positions and there was no one there. And what they didn't realise it was that he was a top class Premiership style player, and the people that should have been there were.
Aitken! Yeah, slow it down, Aitken, because those have got rumble strips on it. You don't want to break your back again. But well done. I'm very glad. Just
At
quickly.
that time.
Yeah, I'll go to Josh in a sec because we did actually say as well. 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. And I don't know his supporter there. But can I just say, fantastic to see that Jack Aitken is back in a Formula 1 car after his horrific accident at Spa in the 24 hours. We thought it was
wow! Yeah, Jack Aitken, yeah. I'll tell you in a minute.
We thought it was a fatality, didn't we? When that big accident.
It was really big, yeah.
We've got lucky this year at Spa.
I've just been told what Christian Horner has bought Max Verstappen for Christmas. It's a gold disc of a Spice Girls record. Stop right now.
Oh, for God's sake.
Every time I hit the brakes,
Bodie and Doyle.
the car's pulling to one side or the other.
Check.
Copy that. We'll look closer.
And 3, 2, 1. The checker flag is out for the first practice session here in Abu Dhabi. Max Verstappen takes an unusual topping of the session. We thought this would be a Mercedes track, but in the first hour of the practice, it's Max Verstappen has taken a 2/10 advantage over Bottas and Hamilton. Reminder, this weekend
the first 4 is as usual.
Yeah, yes, Verstappen and Bottas and Hamilton still the same thing. It's decider in the desert, winner takes all. A straight shootout as well.
Oh, ABBA songs now.
Yeah.
Beth will love that.
Why?
Winner takes it all.
That, but of course the copyright. I was going to sing it, but then we've got copyright on here.
We can say some of the lyrics, can't we? We just can't sing it.
You can infer, can't you?
You can infer, yeah, and use fair trade. Although I think, what did I say a couple of weeks ago with Verstappen and Hamilton as well? With it, as well? I can't remember what I was saying, but that got copied by somebody as well, and it ended up on a short somewhere in a Grand Prix review. One of our commentaries. It was something about Verstappen when he made contact with Hamilton the second time. How he was sulking more than a 2-year-old who come off the mother's breast.
If one of you lot is happy, it's got to be Sinful, because Sinful has just put on Super Max Max. I wonder why.
I'm desperately trying to see if we can play that song if Max wins the title. I'm desperately seeing if we can play that song. I know it wasn't actually an official release, wasn't it? It's a fan song, but it's got swearing in it.
Going for a spinny spin.
Oh, and it's down 90 degrees down out of the exit. It's a faster corner through that part.
Sinful's also got to go to school, so he won't be watching FP2.
Same with Josh, I think, is it? You're not in FP2, are you, later?
You've gone.
Oh, can't hear you. Is the mic down? Fully.
I'll be the checker flag.
Copy.
Right.
Nothing happened, just lost the car a bit over the curb.
Copy that.
Beth said, the ABBA's in. Other Swedish bands are also available. Beth, that's an interesting one.
Name another Swedish band.
I don't know.
Most famous one.
I don't know. You've got me on the thing there.
Roxette.
Oh, how the hell was I supposed to have that one? They're doing the practice starts on the grid, by the way, because the exit the pit lane is too tight. I can hear you.
Yay, woohoo.
Other famous singers, Nina Cherry.
Right. But I'm with Max too, says Beth as well, actually, there. Oh, Seb speaking as well. I won't see you again for this. If I won't see you again, thank you really much for your commentary. It's been a great year. Well,
and my favourite, Harpo.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Synthaful, for coming along.
He went to Sweden to see Ingrid Bergman.
Well, thanks, Synthal, for coming.
She wasn't there.
Can I get this tribute over? Oh, thanks very much for Synthal for joining us this year as well in the commentary box. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be there with you in 2022 as well.
Yeah, he's going to be there in FP3.
Yes, but if I don't see you again this year.
Oh,
that's what he says. Yeah, but still keep in touch.
You need the viewers. Come on.
Well, we're going to be sharing a lot of qualifying in the race.
I think you should take your phone to school and connect it to the school Wi-Fi and just under the desk.
Yeah, in that case, I'll see you for 2022 pre-season testing. Yep, we're doing testing again. No idea what's going on with the first test. Either if we're in Spain or not, we'll be live for it all. I'll be sat here talking with people, having 8-hour chat today, looking at a timing monitor if there's no TV pictures. But if we're in Spain, we'll use the Discord and just put that on every as the main picture as well, and everyone can join in and have a conversation as I'm out on the track. The second test in Bahrain is being shown for sure, and we'll have that on as well. So
you won't be saying
48 hours worth of pre-season testing coming up.
So this time in Spain, you won't be staying in King Juan Carlos's summer house.
No, I'm not staying there. I think it's a hotel.
So there'll be 7th and 9th.
How are you roughing it?
Roughing it, yeah. Let's take a look then at the classifications at the end.
Currently 3 burnouts and 2 static BPF.
That's 8 kid in the Williams.
And then only launch once it's directly
Hasn't he gone to Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that?
King Juan Carlos.
Yeah, he was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Let's take a look then at the results. Max Verstappen, fastest. I've got to wait for Aitken to shut up. There we go. Max Verstappen is the fastest, surprisingly, in this first session at 1:25.009. We are 7 seconds faster than the time we set last year in first practice. Valtteri Bottas is second, Lewis Hamilton third, Sergio Perez fourth, Yuki Tsunoda fifth, Fernando Alonso sixth, Pierre Gasly goes P7, Charles Leclerc eighth, Carlos Sainz ninth, and Sebastian Vettel rounds out the top 10. Esteban Ocon is 11th, Lando Norris 12th, Kimi Raikkonen 13th, Antonio Giovinazzi is 14th, Lance Stroll 15th, Danny Ricciardo P16. Jack Aitken is 17th as well. Great to see him back. He out-qualifies Nicholas Latifi as well.
You're
nice to
creeping
see.
just because you told him to shut up and you know that he actually does sometimes.
Talk with me, yeah. Mick Schumacher's 19th and Nikita Mazepin 20th.
Nice to see you back, Jack.
And I'll send a nice message to Jack Aitken later on as well. We follow each other on Twitter. And as well, I still remember when he got announced as a as a GP3 driver, I said, "Oh, congratulations on your drive." He says, "Thanks, mate." And I'll see him throughout the season as well. I do send messages as well. Alex is here this weekend as well. Alex Thompson, his girlfriend, who's the media representative at Alpine. And she's been very, very nervous that he's back this weekend.
Very, very, very nervous about you saying Alpine instead of Alpine. When at the start of the season, it was. Excuse me, everyone. You are getting this.
Yeah, which one is it?
Wrong. It's Alpine.
Yeah, it gets confusing, doesn't it?
It was the Renault sports car subsidiary. It was always Alpine, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, and the BMW was Alpine as well. So, the
Whereas
BMW was Alpine.
Triumph had the Alpine.
Yeah. Right, let's go through.
Dill.
Practice 2, 1 air at 12:50.
Damon Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, sand dunes. Oh, that was when the Raikkonen won the sand dune challenge.
Yeah, this is another one that he's doing. Final ride.
Ah.
So it is 12:50 GMT for practice 2. Practice 3 is on 9:50. Qualifying is from 12:40. The main race on Sunday from 12:30. The Grand Prix review from 3:15 as well on Sunday. Join us on the weekend. It's going to be an absolute cracker. You do not want to miss it. The decider in the desert. Winner takes all. My thanks to Josh Plays. We'll see him tomorrow in the main comms box for free practice 3. My thanks to Ian Birch as well. We'll see you for qualifying now, or the race itself later on. Yes. Maybe qualifying. But Megan joins me in the box for free practice 2. Fingers crossed, depending on whether we're a vaccine or she gets cold as well.
I now know exactly when I've got to let you down.
Yeah. Beth says as well that it was Alpine was BMW. I thought it was. Thanks, Beth. My thanks to you all for watching. We'll be back later.
Alpina was BMW.
Yeah, Alpina was BMW. Thank you. We'll be back later for free practice 2. Max Verstappen takes first blood here in Yas Marina's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and it's certainly a more interesting track. FP2, though, will be more crucial as we get out there in the night.
Yeah?
I thought you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, you need to read what Beth says properly.
I did. All right.
Alpina.
Right, we'll be back for free practice 2. My thanks to Ian Birch. My thanks to Josh Plays.
I've got a $20 in my wallet.
That's good.
I've got no English money.
No, you don't. We'll see you later on.
Why do I need money?
That's a good point. Bye for now.